Welcome back, everyone, to Pineleaf Plays the Burglar. We're here in the meat hall of Faltham, where North Wolf will tell us what we need to do in order to help the Elfward.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Greetings, Petronella. My concern lies with a growing threat from the wooded areas to the east. The crofters tell tales of strange, monstrous creatures seen lurking in the shadows. Of late, a drunken farmer was attacked while pacing the woods at night. Stories of the beast that came upon him have many worried. Speak with the elder Sahard about this matter. He is wise and has been studying these events with some interest. All right, we will speak with Sahard and find out what is going on. Hello there, Sahard. I was asked to consult with you concerning a strange beast.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Welcome, visitor. What questions about? What I know about the beast you seek is collected from traditional folk tales, stories told by wives to scare children into good behavior, or to keep fools from wandering in the woods at night. Listen carefully, and I will recall the truth of the matter. All right? In the tales, they're called Lothbear. They were once ordinary bears, but are now possessed by foul spirits. Their wicked hosts have been warped into dangerous fighting creatures, intended on serving darker purposes. None that I know have ever claimed to seen them in light, and I had thought them nothing but a myth. The local sightings have greatly concerned me, as terrifying descriptions matches with the Lathbear tales. All right. So you think that they are these legendary Lathbears.
What brings you to these lands?
Now, fell spirits inhabiting beasts and making them into even more ferocious, that is certainly nothing new from what I've experienced so far. Yes, you must inspect these beasts for yourself. Take this meat and set it before the creatures in the woods. I know not if this will lure the Lothbear, but if you manage a closer inspection, be ready to defend yourself with their wrath. Harry, a guard of Faltham, had gone east to explore the edge of the woods not long before you. When you're satisfied with your inspection, seek out Harry to discover what he may have learned. All right, fine. Let's get a close inspection and then speak with the guard. I must say that is a fierce set over there. Maybe I'll leave those alone. That looks like a bit much for me to handle three at once, especially that particularly big one. I'll then move off the way and place our bait over here. And hopefully it doesn't bring over the one that's really big that we see there. But looks like they thought that the hobbit would be a better meal than the bait. Good grief. Maybe I should just have laid myself on the table instead. Ancient evil slayer of the east. You have got to be kidding. That was the first ancient evil here? Alright. Well, obviously they're not ordinary bears if they count as ancient evil. Well, that's two of them down. Alright. They're big. I'll give you that. They look nasty. I'll give you that. They go after the armed hobbit before they go after the meat, so they're obviously not ordinary bears. Yeah, I would think an ordinary bear would scoff down the meat and get away. That's just my thinking. That is, of course, unless the bear thought we were encroaching on its territory. Then it will yell and growl at us until we left the area. Then scoff down the meat. There you go. Right, now let's find that guard. Hello there. I was asked to report to you after taking a close look at some of those lath bears.
Our mission is dire.
You handled those last bear quite well. It seems that Sahard was correct. The myths of old are based on truth. But why have these creatures suddenly returned? Something must have roused them from their slumber, and now they are eagerly seeking living prey. Thank you for aiding us in investigating our foe. Rest a moment and allow me to consider what we must do next. All right.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you
The,
aid us?
the last bear seemed to have been roused by some event, perhaps by the same occurrence that has caused such fervor among the roaming orcs. Yet they largely have remained cautious and distant, perhaps still fearing the sounds of riders preparing for combat. If this has kept them at length, then we must convince the Lathbear that the Oerlingas are still here in force. I will lend you my battle horn, Burglar. Something sounding this horn while riding in the woods will perhaps frighten the Lathbear into returning to hibernation. I will remain on watch to ensure that no Lathbear approaches the village. All right, fine. Find 3 locations where to sound the horn. And once we do that, we hopefully will be able to convince them to stay away. But what would be a good place? Oh, here's a good place. All right, and good. Hold on. Well, that wasn't very successful. It attracted them. Not good at all. Not good at all. Defeat the disturbed Lathbear. The Lathbears have been disturbed by your actions in the territory. Well, alright. Take care of disturbed Lathbears. Oh, there's a disturbed Lathbear right there. Disturbing! Oh. Too far. Oh, you gotta be kidding. He's sitting down so they. Oh, the thrills of 3D modeling. There you go. The thrills of 3D modeling. Now, where do I find the next location to sound the horn? How about over here? Ah, here's an ideal location for sounding. Let's see whether this attracts them or repels them. I think I've got my answer. He was disturbed by my sounding of the horn. I feel a disturbance in the local area. Oh! 2 of them! Stereo Bear. Well, I have disturbed them enough. Well, they got red eyes. I suspect that's not normal in bears. I'll have to check that out at some point. Compare the local regular bears with those of the last bear. Now, let's see if we could find the final place to sound the horn. And hopefully it doesn't bring 3 of them over, because 2 of them is nasty enough at once. Ah, here's a nice location. There you go. See? No, I was about to say no one around, but yeah. Oh, there it is. I thought I heard something rumbling on the ground, but it'll be away soon. I'll just addle your mind and get out of here, then report back to the guard, right? Yeah, back to the guard. Unless there are many more wanting to attack me, the horn did not do any good. Maybe even attracted them.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
If the threat of mounted warriors does nothing to discourage these brutes, then they are indeed more dangerous than I had perceived. You have done well to overcome the last bear you have encountered thus far, but it may require more drastic actions if we are to subdue this menace entirely. Well, what are these more drastic actions?
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
It's as I feared. The spirits will not be intimidated, and our problem can only be resolved when the matrons of the sloth have been dealt with. Finding the matrons may prove difficult. The Lathbear have been secluded in darkness, lurking among the shadows of the valley to the east. I believe this is where their den may lie. Search for the Lathbear den beyond the trees, and eliminate any matrons found within. Take courage, for the dark spirits that infest the Lathbear may still be restless within their dwelling. I must soon return to follow them. The hour draws near, and I am in need of my allies. When you have seen to these matters, speak with the heart at his home. Good fortune to you. All right, and I get a light halter of the Norcross. Do those things get put directly into my Warseed Cosmetics area, or have I been throwing those away? Welcome to the Valley of the Lathbear. What a fun place. Now, is this a name that I give it because this is where I find the Lathbear? Or are the old legends that came along with the Lathbear called it this, and that many people just don't really think that it's a serious name or anything like that, because the legends connected, or there, old legends in there. So you might not necessarily think that whatever nastiness they say is in the area is literally true. Sort of like how Bingo Boffin didn't take the name Frogmorse too seriously, even though the frogs are a lot less dangerous than the Lathbears are. At least, I'm assuming that they are. I would hope that they are. Never understood how they always manage to get those things off, even when I manage to interrupt them, but oh well. Yeah. You really got in my way just at the wrong time. You know that? I thought maybe I could ignore you. No, I can't. I'm just trying to get inside. But then you come along, block the path, and then you die. Oops. I'm going to go in here. At least the name Lathbear Den is purely descriptive. Right. Handling the Lathbears with tactics and cunning has proven to be unsuccessful. Desperation calls for brute force as a response to the fearless foe that cannot be reasoned with. The Lathbears' malevolent plans are unknown. They may be rallying a host to assail the farms while the riders of Faltham are preoccupied with the advance of the orcs. Strike against them before they are ready for such an endeavor, and thin their numbers to prevent them from amassing such a force. Alright, fine. So, kill 5 daunting ones and 5 hawking ones. I sometimes forget that I've got Riddle, but this time I remember it, which is good, so I don't have to worry about multiple ones. And this one is daunting, meaning that's what the adjective in front of it says. Because right now it's not particularly daunting, right? Yeah. And now this one is hawking, even though it doesn't seem to be any bigger than the other one, in my opinion. I mean, compared to this hobbit, yeah, it's hulking, but that's just because of sheer size. Now, let's go and find these matrons. Ah, here's the first of the three matrons. There and there. Good. Oh, I got a 6. Then a 5. We got downgraded! Alright, I guess sometimes I can do it in time. Good to know. And, oh, let's get rid of all those injuries because these things hurt. Ouch. There you go. 1 down. 2 more to go. Now down beneath the waters. As if you can sneak in the water. It's a pretty quiet way to swim, I must say. Oh. Oh, this one's not impressed. I guess it is hard to distract someone. What? Actually, because something plops in the water, it could turn around there. But apparently, I wasn't very good at throwing. Oh well. Now, where do we need to go? That doesn't look... I don't think that's the right way. Nope. I doubt a lath bear could fit through there. And those things are pretty big. How am I doing? I've got 2 daunting, 2 hulking, and here's another daunting. Yeah, the daunting ones seem to be... Maybe they have better yells, so they have trouble dealing with them. A possibility. Oh, it doesn't help if I keep on blundering into them. Hey, maybe I should use something called stealth. I heard that burglars can occasionally use it, right? Yeah. Not that. That. Right, 3 and 3. See, there we go. See, there is that one, and there's that one. What? No matron in the area? Just more regular ones? Made him turn around in his sleep. Oh, really? Well, we can deal with that. Roll the dice. Well, don't roll ones. I think this is the way that I haven't been already. Is there... You have all these hulking lath bears and all these others, but I haven't seen a matron yet. Well, I haven't seen one since the first one, since I found one quickly, of course. I haven't seen the second matron yet. I'll put it that way. We don't want to bleed to death while we're doing this. That wouldn't be nice. Well, unsettled. I think that gives us some damage. I better wait for that to go away before I use stealth. Oh, okay. Here's the matron number 2. There you go. There you go. Whack! As they go around stacking all those fun little bear abilities on you. Here you go. Oh. Whew. Now, I think that's the quick way down. And here's the third direction. Let's see if there's a matron this way. And if we take care of one more, we'll be able to return back to follow them. and report back. But right now, I'm rolling 2s. Well, too bad for now. Ah! She wasn't very deep in, unlike that second one. Alright. Let's do the usual. And she brings in an entire army of Latbears who all come in at the same time and rip me to pieces. Right? Well, fortunately not. But she made me roll a 1, which is bad enough. Oh, I upgraded it to a 2! Drac dice today. Drac dice. And in case you're wondering what that means, my co-host at DO Players News, Draculetta is notorious for rolling poorly on dice. Anyway, I'm out of here. I've dealt with the Lathbears.
Our mission is dire.
Admirably handled, Petronella. Without their matrons, the Lathbear number should be fragile enough so as to not to risk assaulting our homes directly. I will endeavor to pass on the tale of your deeds so that the accounts of the Lathbear's danger might be heeded as a warning of true peril, and not told as a harmless fable or children's tale. Had you not intervened, we may have learned a most difficult lesson. Return to Northwolf and put his mind at ease. Very well. We will return to Northwolf, which is where you'll find me in the next episode of Piney Plays The Burglar.